I guess this, I know I guess so. Anyways, I'm here to give you guys another movie review, which is called The Prince of Egypt. Basically, that's basically what it's called. The Prince of Egypt. Now, The Prince of Egypt is not a knockoff version based off the Ten Commandments. It has basically that it's basically has its own story to tell and stuff like that. And I definitely do understand when it comes to other different scenes that they really didn't do in The Prince of Egypt by taking some of the things, basically what they learned from the Ten Commandments and stuff like that. Ten Commandments is, I think it's probably 3, maybe 4 hours long. That's a pretty long movie. Going to the Book of Exodus or something like that, and that's what basically what the Bible and stuff like that. I got the Bible on my cell phone and stuff. Now I wanted to say basically this. I don't want people to really think that this is not just because I want to review this because I'm a Christian, but even though I am a Christian, I wanted to do this movie review not just for myself, but just for others also as well too, and see how they take this movie for themselves. It's not just only explore the film because it's basically like a religious movie or anything like that. I think it's a lot more than just being a Christian, but I think it's a lot more to it based of that how we see and how we enjoy the characters and stuff like that. Seeing God basically in this movie. Actually, you really don't see God really in this movie. You basically see God as a burning bush and stuff like that. Burning bush and stuff like that. Now, I want to say here is that there are some scenes that they may have cut out. They may have cut out from the Ten Commandments to not to appear in the Prince of Egypt. There's one other scene is basis that where Moses he goes up to on the hills. He speaks to the burning bush. That happens in the Ten Commandments also well too. It also happens in this movie also well too. And Moses began to question like what's really actually going on, like why you sent me or something like that, and stuff like that. But when you see from in the movie in the Ten Commandments, where you could just tell by some of the people were just saying like he saw Moses, not Moses, excuse me, he saw God, and I think Moses said that he went blind or something like that. I'm not so sure if that's really accurate or not. I really don't know. But when you look at the Ten Commandments, from the movie, you can see where Moses is just watching God writing the Ten Commandments and stuff like thou shalt not steal, thou shalt not do this or anything like that. They really did not show that into the Prince of Egypt. I think there's a reason why they really didn't or anything like that. It would have been cool if they would have put that basically into the movie because I think that's a very important scene because I think the scene from the Ten Commandments was a lot more a little bit it was kind of longer than expected. But not only that, because Moses was up there seeing the Ten Commandments being unfolded before Moses and and stuff like that, and you can see which I definitely do agree with this is right here is basically making a idol which base was a bull or something like that as a idol as a god and stuff like that, and and I know it says like in the Bible and in the book of Exodus or in Ten Commandments that thou shalt not like having idols before you or something like that. I can't remember. I can't remember Ten Commandments really all that well. And the one thing I really want to say is that I understand that they did not decide to basically do that because I think that basically because in the Ten Commandments it's kind of graphic in kind of a nature basically just basically seeing right there and you see like a whole bunch of people just turn their backs against God because what was happening basically at that scene. And when Moses came back down, Joshua says there's war going on so with that, and Moses said no, there's no war, there's a war among what's basically going on. There's people who are not obeying God and stuff like that. You could just tell like God strike them and stuff like that, and basically that. And I think those other based on those other scenes, it's kind of question to me like I think they should have. I think they should have put the Ten Commandments scenes from the Ten Commandments to into the Prince of Egypt. That's something I would definitely would like for them to do if they were to do that. But however, they really did not. I'm not saying this movie. I'm not criticizing this movie or anything like that. But I definitely do understand definitely understand. But I do not approve based off to the facts, based of the facts when you have the golden calf, or I will say the golden bull and stuff like that. Because the reason why they decided not to do that, because I think that because like seeing all the people just sitting and drinking, going crazy and stuff like that, and they should not be doing and stuff. And the reason why, based for that reason why, is because it's graphic, it's very graphic and stuff like that. And I definitely do understand they decided not to put that in the Prince of Egypt. I want people to really to understand the Prince of Egypt is basically just it's not really a riff off movie or anything like that. It's basically that you have the Ten Commandments goes really firm about what each character basically into the movie. Like with Ramses is Moses, because Moses is basically the main protagonist basically into the movie. Basically into the movie. He's not the main protagonist basically in the Bible, but he's just a man that they mentioned basically into the Bible, that saw the Ten Commandments and stuff like that. God helped him, and God told him, like, I want you to free my people, even though that's what Moses really wanted to do, and basically that. But when it comes to the Prince of Egypt, that's a family style movie. And like I said before, there's other scenes that they shouldn't. Even though I definitely do accept that they decided not to put those in the Prince of Egypt. Now, like I said before, when it comes to the Ten Commandments being written and stuff like that, I think they should have put that in the Prince of Egypt, in the Prince of Egypt. But I really don't know. Stuff like that. One thing I am happy is that I'm glad that they introduced it basically into the movie where Moses sees the burning bush and stuff like that. Like he was like testing what's going on. You could see the fire was a lot more different than the flames that nobody's ever seen before. It looks kind of like a white, and mainly it's kind of like bluish and stuff like that, bluish, or anything like that. I mean, nobody doesn't know what the color of the bush really was, or the fire or something like that. Maybe they're just getting a exception at basically what's going on. What Moses, if you look at the Prince of Egypt and stuff like that, I mean not Moses, excuse me, but God is basically calling Moses, saying like, hey, I need you to go free my people. I need you to do that. I need you to do that because I mean, even though Moses said he admitted that he caused a lot of people to die and stuff like that. But even though based in the Prince of Egypt, based in the movie, he did kill somebody, but that was not really basically his fault. Some people will probably say that really is his fault, but I don't think it's really is not. But I think that when Moses starts to see what's really actually basically what's going on and stuff like that, and seeing like the paintings on the wall and stuff like that and stuff, and see what was happening, Moses was beginning to think like, did I do all this? Did I do all this? Why did I spend most of my life being a prince? Okay, being a prince, and now I'm basically like, oh yeah, I'm a Hebrew now. That's basically what it this is what it basically seems to me is that I one person would say when it comes to the Ten Commandments based on the movie, the comes from the movie where Moses he decided to throw those things all away. He decided just to be. I'm not gonna say the S word because like I said before, I said this many different times. I do not believe saying this word is really appropriate when it comes to YouTube because I don't want my video to be being being deleted or get me a copyright strike because using this word. I'm not saying the cuss word. I'm saying the other different words and stuff like that because I don't want to upset people and I don't want people to really think that I really meant basically what I'm saying. But even though basically what I'm saying is that Moses decided to join with the Hebrews to do to do work and stuff like that and basically just to do work because Moses wasn't Moses really who he really was. He was questioning who he really was and stuff like that. But also the fact also as well too, which I think they should add basically into the Prince of Egypt movie. I think they did and stuff like that because if you look closely based on the Ten Commandments, that this woman they found a basket, and you could just tell that the older woman she has like a cloth. Yeah, she has like a cloth from the Hebrew from the Hebrew, which is basically the child is a Hebrew, which his name is Moses. And basically, what the old lady actually did, she took the cloth and she hid it in her jacket or something like that or something. And basically, what else that she did is that she buried the casket into the water, and the Moses, I would say Moses stepmom or something like that, or something. I can't I can't really recall, or something, or mother-in-law. I don't know, or anything like that. Or I would say Moses' mother. Okay, I basically would say that because even though when she told the woman to say like, you need to, since you're going to bury that underwater, you need to make a commitment and stuff like that that you did not see here or anything like that. But even though the woman did say she told Pharaoh about what was happening, and then Moses began to realize basically what's going on. I happen to believe I do like the Pharaoh. I really do. Because the reason why I like the Pharaoh is that the Pharaoh seems like he's kind of like a very wise guy and stuff like that, and stuff like that. I don't see him being that kind of guy that wants to kill Hebrews and stuff like that. I don't think that's not really based on the character that he really actually is. But I can just tell that he's a firm kind of guy and stuff like that. And basically, Rams just didn't really. I'm not saying he didn't like his father, but even though he didn't care because his father was always just like telling him, no, like you're the weakest link of among basically going on. Rams took that kind of person because he never really had that love or respect from his father. And I definitely do understand that. But I mean, it is what it is. But even though Ramses did became feral and stuff like that. Now the plagues and stuff like that. That's something that I thought that was really nice for them to really show that into the movie, because if they really did not show that, because then there would have been some criticism and stuff like that. But I still kind of question, the other different scenes and stuff like that. Like I said, when it comes to based on those movies and stuff like that, especially with the Ten Commandments, I think they should have shown that. That's my opinion. But I'm glad they didn't show that the other part I was talking about, because what was happening is stuff like that. Now I don't know if Moses really had a sister, but I do know that Moses did have a brother named Aaron. And I saw Jeff Goran, whatever his name is, playing in this movie. I was kind of like, wow, because I recognize his voice, because he's personally one of my favorites and stuff like that, because he does a really good job basically acting and stuff like that. Because I didn't really expect him to be acting basically in this movie, to be acting as Aaron. So I'm kind of shocked about that, and I really am. But yeah, so there's not really basically a whole lot to basically want to talk about. I don't want to make this really a long video or anything like that. I really don't. I don't want people to really think, why are you making it so James and stuff like that. But I definitely do enjoy the Ten Commandments, and also, and also the Prince of Egypt. If I had to pick between both of them, I will probably pick both of them. I probably would, because I like the different styles between the Ten Commandments and the Prince of Egypt, because that's something that I really definitely do like. I want people to really understand is that some people would not really upset with me, but probably would get upset because that the movie was not really well adapted basically into the movie or anything like that. Because more than they'll basically try to say basically what the Bible says, but that, even though yes, the Bible does tell a really good story and stuff like that, and some people may not be able to like the movie of the Ten Commandments, or they may not even like the Prince of Egypt. So I mean, I wonder what's your guys' pick? That's what I'm wondering from you. But like I said, I don't want to make this some kind of debate or anything like that. Just trying to get people on and stuff like that. I mean, if you want to believe in God, that's fine. That's your choice. You want to accept Jesus Christ, your Lord and Savior. I totally understand. I totally understand. But I understand also the fact, if you don't want to, that's your choice. I can't force people really to do that. And that's one of the reasons why I really don't talk about it really that much, because I don't want people getting upset with me because my beliefs and stuff like that, and stuff like that. And some other people just like to think that they are the favorites of God and stuff like that, and stuff. So yeah, anyways, I like this film. I definitely do think it was really good. If I had to pick, if I like I said, if I had to pick both films, I would pick both. Basically, for giving the rating for this film, I'll probably give it a 10 out of 10. It's a really good movie, and I think you guys should go check it out. So yeah, anyways, this is Underwings, and I'll see you guys later. Take care. I hope you have one day. Don't forget to subscribe. Please consider subscribing. Please hit the like button, give me a thumbs up, and please hit the notification bell as well too, so let me know you guys watch my videos. And please leave a comment below. Anyways, I love you guys. Take care. I hope you have one day. Take care. God bless. Remember, just I love you guys. Sleep safe. And remember, stay blessed. Love you guys. Take care.